Hey, what's going on, guys? We're using TSE Espresso today. The Soap Exchange Espresso, and this was sent to me by a lingual file. So what I did was I just took a scoop with my finger there and I put it in my bowl, and that's it, kind of in the bowl. I don't know. I've used TSE before with other samples, but I'm not sure with that amount. If I use that same amount in every single shave, if it creates enough lather, this little sample tub here will probably last me another 5-6 shaves. So, 6 to 7 shaves total out of that little sample, which would be really good. I have my Maggard Badger Knot here, super high density SHD. Badger Knot soaking. I will be using a pre-shave today. It will be the Cube from PAA. This one is mentholated and super mentholated it is. For the utensil, we're going to be using this kind of resembles the the Future or Futur, but nah, it's just the Mercure. It's the Mercure Future clone. It's a Mingxi. I think it's just Mingxi adjustable razor. I think that's what it's labeled as. But yeah, that's what we're going to be using. And the blade, I don't really know what's in here. Vasca blade. And this is definitely the second or third use on this blade. I don't really know. This blade has a coating on it. And like I said a couple videos ago, I'm going to start lathering here. I'm going to take this out, wring out some water. Like I said a couple videos ago, I feel like for my skin, for my hair, the blades that have a coating on them, whether that be Teflon or whatever the coating is, I feel like the first couple of shaves, for me, they don't work that well. But once you break that coating off, whether that be using the blade a couple of times or using that little Teflon block, not Teflon block, the little felt block that I showed you guys, I feel like using that makes it, not that it makes it sharper, it takes that coating off, I feel, and that helps the razor glide through my hair on my skin better. I don't know. Again, I can tell you that's what happens for me. I can't tell you what's going to happen for you, but anyways. So I'm adding some water to the bowl here just to keep whipping the lather up. I may have added a little too much, but it's okay with TSE. I'll show you. So you see how we have some big bubbles now on the outside of the bowl there? I added a little too much water too early. Some soaps, if you do that, you could really drown the soap out. TSE is not one that you could drown out if you add a little bit too much water. I'm sure if you add a whole bunch, you could kill the soap, but we're not going to do that. Oh, let me show you real quick. 3 soaps for the following shave. 2 are from the same artisan. The following shave, I'm going to be getting rid of this. And I have a shaving utensil, a straight razor, coming, and that'll be used to knock this off. So I wanted to use something a bit more premium, quote unquote. So Ariana and Evans St. Bart's or SoCal Hipster. Love both of these scents. Awesome scents. Also, Declaration Groomings After the Rain. You can see right there, that little ring. This is getting to the end of this soap. And actually that little ring that I have around there was from, I think I sent some of this to either Paul or Linguaphile in a little sample tub. I don't remember which one of you guys I sent that to last, but either way. So let's keep loading here. We're going to take our time tonight. I need to shave. I don't know if the camera's picking this up or not, but I definitely have some growth here. It's a little over 48, but that's not normal for me to not shave every, I can skip a day, having 24 full hours of growth, but 2 days, but I've been having some issues with, not health issues, back issues, like lower back pain. So, which I guess you can count that as health. But like I'm like all inside. My internals are all good, luckily. But no, just my back pain. So I haven't shaved in quite a few days. I actually feel like kind of a bum. But anyways, all right. So that whipped up very, very nice. That's what we'll go with. Like I said, I am going to throw on some pre-shave. So we will just wet the face a little bit here. The cube is, so I have a pre-shave oil, I have Parasso's pre-shave, and I have the cube. And I prefer the cube for performance as far as an after or a pre-shave goes. But man, next time I get this thing, if I ever run out of this hunk, I'm gonna get a non-mentholated version, because the mentholated version for me is just it's mentholated. There's no doubt. There was a shave, probably was it early January or maybe late December that I did. The menthol shave. I used this. I think it was Cryogen from the Grumatorium. I used, we'll be using this today too. But I used Duke Cannon's aftershave balm, which is heavily mentholated. Had a little bit of water on my glasses there. All right, so that's what we're going with. Like I said, very, very nice lather. All right, as far as scent, off of the sample that I have, the scent was, I'd say medium strength, 4.5 to 5. I'd still say medium strength once lathered. I don't feel like it's extremely strong, but I can smell it quite easily. It's just not overbearing. So if you like something that's not too strong, and I think this is kind of the whole thing of TSE too, is, you know, I haven't smelled one of their soaps that are like extremely overpowering as far as the scent itself. So they all smell good. Texas Leather, Lumberjack, Beach Bum, this, Espresso. I think maybe one or two more that I have from Linguafell to test out, or to try rather. But perfect. Yeah, so just that little bit of actual soap from the sample tub gave me a considerable amount of lather. So I would say easily I could get another 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8 shaves out of just this little sample here. So, you know, because it's deep. I mean, I didn't even get, I mean, that's probably a third of the top layer, but there's another layer under it that I didn't even touch. So, all right, let's wet the blade. And let's get going. I'm not really sure which setting. Okay, I have this on 4. Let's crank it up a little bit so you can see. I'm not sure if the Future is the same or not. I don't own a Future. But you see how that's number 4? I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but that's number 4 there. So let's bump it up to, let's go to 5. First pass, let's go to 6. We're bumping it all the way up to 6. All right, and that little line there indicates where we are. So, all right, guys. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I've been, well, because of my back, quite honestly. I've been having a very, very lazy weekend. Oh yeah. This number 6 is definitely doing some work. I nicked myself there apparently. I don't know if that was an ingrown hair or what, but it is no longer with us. Yeah, see, this Voscod is not, it is not pulling or tugging anymore. The menthol is still messing with my eyes. I don't know if you could see like in the camera or not. My eyes are a little, little red. So. Very nice, man. Very nice. Nice protective slick lather from TSE. Oh yeah. I mean, it feels good, man. Compared to what we had, I mean, you could actually see skin now. We're gonna bump it down, I think, to maybe 4. So let's see. Let's see if we could knock this thing down to 4. There we go. If that's gonna pick it up or not. There you go. You can see kind of at an angle there. 4. Whew. Hopefully the menthol's not going to mess with me too much this second pass. But yeah, for the guys that that typically vote on the soaps, I appreciate it. You know, I mean, obviously, if no one voted, I would just shave with whatever I wanted. But I feel like it's good to get any community that you're involved in the process, whatever the process is, you know, whatever the community is for. Obviously, this is wet shaving, so I just want to get you guys involved in what I'm doing as much as I can. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to let you wield the razor around my face, but you know, I'll let you pick the soap. And once we get enough viewers, I may end up opening up a website. I mean, websites are cheap. I've built some websites. I can build myself definitely a website. And we'll have like polls, I guess, or, you know, you can go to the website and vote there. But that may be thinking a little bit too far in the future, but it's possible. Yeah, we had a ton of rain last night. A ton of rain. Did I move it to 4? I did. Cool. Oh yeah, very nice. I really enjoy this. You know, wet shaving, I mean, like I said in the last video, I used to not like shaving at all, but I have no problem with it now. And actually, most shaves I look forward to having. Like tonight, when I was when I was feeding the baby, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a good shave tonight. You know, I knew I was gonna be using this razor. Last shave I used the straight. So what I've been doing is, you know, one shave use the straight, one shave use the DE or single edge, whatever. So I knew tonight was going to be a DE or SE, and I knew I was going to use this. So I enjoy my single edge and double edge shaves, but when I say this, some of my viewers won't understand what I'm saying, because I think the majority of you probably don't even use straights, and that's fine. But there's a difference whenever you're using a straight razor, and this is my opinion, but it's like, it's an objective opinion, because for me, it's what I feel on my face. So, for me, this is accurate. But whenever I use a DE or a single edge, right, and I use these blades, I mean, even the gem blades, the Persona gems that I have and use with my gem razor, even with those, I get the same feeling. It's like, it's not that it's it is uncomfortable compared to a straight razor edge. Because they're synthetic edges. They're not natural edges, you know. I actually watched, I think it was Gillette's factory. Well, one of Gillette's factories. I watched how it's made, or how it's made on the Gillette factory. Oh, by the way, I just looked over there and I was like, oh, hey, I forgot I pulled this in. Yingling Lager. This is actually my favorite beer. My absolute favorite beer, bar none. That is the oldest brewery in the United States. That's not the only reason that it's my favorite beer. The taste for me is, it's actually very nice, as opposed to some beers. I feel like, and I'm not, in no way, shape, or form am I a beer snob, but I know what I like and I know what I don't, and I'm okay with Heineken. I'm okay with, you know, if Bud Light, you know, if all that's available, you know, I have no problem with drinking that stuff. Like I said, Bush, all that, you know, whatever. I'm not a beer snob, and if you're drinking something that I don't really like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're drinking this stuff, you know. But what's gonna always be in my fridge is what I like. So, so yeah, edges. You know, with a straight razor, I just feel like, man. And like I said, you guys won't really know what I'm talking about, and it might sound crazy, but when you're using a straight edge from that was on a natural stone, because here's the thing, I have synthetic stones as well. I have a 12K Nanawa. I have a 15K Shapton glass. I think it's the Shapton glass. It's like the glass-backed white stone, synthetic stone. When I use those as a finishing stone and I shave with them, I get the same like stinging feeling as I do with these after the shave, you know? And the only thing that I can come up with is they're all synthetic edges. They're not natural edges, which obviously, you know, they can't make DE blades. They make these things, it's like obviously it's real thin steel, and they cut it to the specific width. And it's basically just, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, a million miles worth of this stuff rolled up. And basically it goes to the machine, it gets cut, it gets stamped, and then it gets, on each side, there's like a grinding wheel that grinds. And that's how these things are made. And, you know, what I'm saying is, once you try a natural stone's edge, I just don't think the majority of people would go back to using DEs primarily. That's what I'm saying, primarily. You know, you'll probably still use DEs because, you know, we all enjoy DE every now and then. But I just don't think that you would stick around with the DE for your everyday shave. But then other factors come in as well. And those factors are as follows. and there could be others that I'm not thinking of, but for sure, your technique and the way that you use a straight edge. If you don't know what you're doing with a straight edge razor, and I give you the crispest, cleanest, most smoothest, best edge I've ever put on a razor, on a straight edge that's the most comfortable. You're not gonna even feel like you shaved after. And I give that to a new guy, and the new guy shaves with it. First off, he's gonna have a ton of cuts all over his face because he's never used a straight before. So like, you have to kind of compare. Like, you know, obviously, if I give somebody a really, really good edge and they've never used a straight razor before, to them, that edge was terrible, you know, because they had a bad experience, and I completely get that. So that's why when I get these, and I will get these freaking straights out, man, everything's kind of been piling up. But when I get these straights out to the couple of guys that I'm sending them to, I plan on making a video as soon, like the day that I ship them. Either the day I ship them or the day after, I'll be making a video, basically. And I've shown you before in a couple of other videos, but like I'll be making a video specifically for you guys, saying, okay, you know, do this, don't do this, whatever, you know, because I don't want you guys having a bad experience with your first edge, or first straight edge rather. You know, I want you guys to have good experiences. And you know, some of you, like Paul, you know, you use straights, you know what you're doing, but you know, some of you haven't. And so I don't want you to have a bad experience, because number one, it's not the edge's fault if you do. And number two, it's not the cheap straight edge's fault if you do. It's just, you know, it's just lack of experience with, you know, a straight razor. All right. So, neck brace. Let's get this out of here. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. Like I said, I was going to take my time and just shave tonight. Not really in a rush. This is almost a 24-minute long video already, and I'm not even done shaving yet. So, you know, I'm sure I've already lost half of the audience retention, if not more. But look, not every shave is for everybody, and not every video is for everybody. And you know, in the same token, not every video length is for everybody. You know, some people like those quick 10 to 15 minute long videos with a straight razor, you know, 2 pass, done, out the door, you know. And I've done those in the past, and I'm sure I'll do them again in the future. But I don't know. I feel like when I'm rushed, it's just not as fun for me. So anyways, that was a nice shave. Like, you know, obviously there's no more hair like there was. So very, very nice. All right. So I'm going to use the Duke Cannon Balm, but before, we're going to go with Florida Water by Murray and Landman. And they label it as an actual cologne. It does have quite a bit of alcohol in it. I mean, you could say this is a cologne, right? But to me, it's like, oh yeah, nice shave. Nice scent on this too. To me, it's, I mean, I guess I get a little bit of an aquatic scent, and I don't know if I'm thinking that just because of, like, obviously Florida water, Florida surrounded by water, but I think I do get a little aquatic scent from this. Cologne, I mean, I guess you could say anything is a cologne, so I guess it could be put in that category, but for my nose, it's more like an aquatic type scent. I don't know. not a, it's a clean, it's a fresh and clean, but like there is a little bit of undertone of like muskiness in there. Very nice. All right, we'll put the cap back on that. Oh, let me show you guys. We still have, you know, a little bit in there. Not too much to worry about in the bowl, but let's check out the brush. I always tell you guys, you know. So it's kind of a lather hog. That's enough for one pass, you know. So it's not awful. It's just not an awful lot of lather that was stuck in the brush, but it is a good bit. All right. So I think we're dry enough. I definitely had a little bit of trouble down here in this area with that razor, apparently. But we'll just keep wiping away. All right. Buchanan's Aftershave Balm. This was also sent for me, or to me, by Linguafile. I shake it up every single time, but can you see? I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not. Actually, it's right here. Yeah, I'm looking in the light. I'm right here as far as the, so I'm halfway done with this one. And when I get probably about a quarter of the way done, so a little bit more, I will go and purchase some more. I think, again, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up or not, but you can see like crystals in there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Right on the edge here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not, but I think that's the menthol crystals. I'm really not sure, to be honest. It's not bubbles, so it has to be. Has to be something else. All right. I love this balm. If you guys have not tried a Buchanan, I'm gonna show you the exact same one I have. I don't know if all the other ones are as good as this, but if you haven't tried this specific one and you're like okay with being a balm guy, I would definitely try this out. Good for the beard. Oh yeah. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, Linguafile has definitely turned me on to this balm for sure. TSE and Classic Shaving, those soaps as well. The Assured Razor, the what was it called? The black and gold. You're probably saying it right now. I can't. Dark Stag. I think it's the Dark Stag. I always want to say Midnight Stag because Midnight Stag is another Grumatorium soap. But anyways, that's the shave, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next shave.